I welcome you all to this very special day. The International Education Awards 2018 is being organized by Times Cyber Media, a leading market research company in India, News One India, a leading news channel, along with News 10 India, a Hindi news portal, and News of Bihar, the first digital news platform in Bihar. And last but not the least, our e-commerce partner, CASIA Multilink. I would also like you to know that we are going to launch a new service today by our e-commerce partner, CASIA Multilink. I would request Dr. Shehzad Qazi, the director of Kishwar Career Academy, to please come on stage and share with us his views on the rural education system in our country, what is the scope of improvement and what are the challenges. Please put your hands together for Dr. Shehzad Qazi.
सबसे पहला तो मैं टाइम्स साइबर मीडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड की टीम को और जो भी इस अवार्ड सेरेमनी के अंदर आयोजक है उन तमाम को तहे दिल से बधाई देता हूं कि इस अवार्ड सेरेमनी का इन्होंने आयोजन किया और तहे दिल से शुक्रगुजार हूं कि मुझे यहां पर बोलने का मौका दिया। आजादी बाद से हम रूरल एजुकेशन के अंदर कहीं ना कहीं फेस कर रहे हैं ड्रॉप आउट रेशियो, या तो बच्चे पढ़ ही नहीं रहे हैं, एजुकेशन मिल ही नहीं रहा है। तो इसकी वजह क्या है? तो सबसे बड़ी वजह जो आजादी से लेकर अभी तक चली आ रही है, बिल्कुल कॉमन है, सिक्के की दो बाजू है। एक है गरीबी और बेरोजगारी। ऐसा नहीं है कि गांव के लोगों को पता नहीं है कि एजुकेशन क्या है, नहीं, उनको पता है और वो चाहते हैं कि उनका बच्चा पढ़े, क्योंकि उनको पता है कि अगर इस गरीबी में से बाहर निकलना है तो एजुकेशन मस्ट है। लेकिन गरीबी की वजह से वो प्राइवेट स्कूलों में नहीं बैठ सकते। रहा सवाल गवर्नमेंट स्कूल का, तो आजादी से लेकर अभी तक में 2002 के अंदर 86 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट हुआ था इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में। आर्टिकल 21A राइट टू एजुकेशन फॉर एज ऑफ 6 to 14, और उसको अप्लाई करने के लिए हमने एक लॉ भी बनाया, राइट टू एजुकेशन 2009, जो 1 अप्रैल 2010 से पूरे देश में लागू है। तो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल हमने लास्ट 8 ईयर्स से इस लॉ के तहत रूरल एरिया में निःशुल्क शिक्षा देने की शुरू की गवर्नमेंट स्कूल के माध्यम से।
We request Mrs. Sonia Hajela to please come on stage and speak to us about her experience about education in rural India and what she thinks can be done to improve the situation. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Sonia Hajela.
With the same motive, we have also started Udaan, the 7 Habit Foundation School, because the quality education which is really required in rural area, unfortunately, is not approaching up to the level. That is why we have started a network association membership program, where we have been trying to make members in rural areas, and we are training the members so that they can impart the education at rural area, and that is to the same quality which is being imparted to urban area student. Unfortunately, whatever task, whatever decisions have been taken by the government, mostly they are just to improve the rate of literacy. No one is working upon skill development area of the student, which we really need to cater. We really need to devise the factors which will help in phenomenal growth and development of rural students. The major problems which I find in rural education is poor enrollment and retention of the student. Though there are schools, there are government schools, there are private schools, schools having low fee structure, but even after that, they are not getting the students. The reason is same, definitely. The poor parents, they are not able to pay the fees of the schools, and even if the child is in government school, they want that their child should, after 9 years or 10 years, come back to them. They should either help them in household affairs, or they should be involved into some small income activities. So this is how the child is not getting even the formal pre-primary and primary education. As a result, when they grow up, they stay untrained, unskilled, which leads dissatisfaction and unsafe future. This is how we need to go on with the student. And I am sure that though there are many local, regional problems, but if we follow a positive approach, then together we can bring changes.
I would now like to call upon Mrs. Manobi Deka, the principal of Sparsh Preschool, to please come on stage.
And a very warm welcome to all of you. It is indeed an exhilarating experience for me to be amidst this august gathering. I am Manobi Deka from Assam, from Guwahati. I run a chain of preschools and elementary school, and I have been doing that since last 11 years and have been teaching for last 20 years. I am here to talk about technology and education. And if we have to discuss today about technology pressurizing the young minds, I would like to elaborate in a very short way by telling you about an anecdote. I would like to share an anecdote about my own child, who's just 6-year-old. And 2 days back, when he was playing with a toy robot, he came and reported to me about his toy robot and how it broke while playing. And in his own words, he came and told me, "Ma, I was just playing with a toy robot and I don't know how it got dismantled." So he's just 6 years old, and I was amazed by the use of his vocabulary. And I asked him, where did you learn it from? He said, YouTube. Not only at home, but in my schools also, I do observe kids, like learning good and bad things both from technology and the gadgets they are using nowadays. Today, when we talk about technology and 21st century goals and learning outcome, we have to broaden our, outlook and accept the way our children are adapting to the changes. And if I think about my own schooling and recollect that I wasn't surrounded by so many gadgets and I was not so technologically sound when I was in school, and I do complain about that, I also have to admit that I didn't know the meaning of the word dismantle at the age of 6 or 7 or, at an early age. So I would like to just put up my opinion in a very short way that technology in education is not pressurizing the children, rather enhancing learning, but we can do away with the ill effects of technology by, adequate monitoring. That's all. Thank you very much.
I would now like to call Dr. Suman Agarwal, Chairperson of Rich Harvest Public School, to come on the stage and speak to us about rural education. Please put your hands together for Dr. Suman Agarwal.
So, my topic for today is rural education. I have been chairing this school for the last 11 years and 8 months now. 11 years, 8 months and 6 days, to be precise. I came from Goa in 2007, coming from a very different culture, different dialect, but our India is so much enriched. We should be proud of it, definitely. Now, having said this, I would say that 65% of our population is residing in rural areas. I'm sure you have the statistics with you, the latest statistics. Now, once we are talking about rural education, there are challenges. My school, Rich Harvest Public School, falls in the rural area, which we purchased, which was for sale in 2007. And I, as a one-man army, worked on it 24/7. Why? The school had its center, board exam also. The center was there, and it's affiliated to Punjab School Education Board. That is to say, the local board. Now, lot of things, in the initial stages nobody gets to know. In the initial stage you will also not get to know me. But when you hear this out, now this is something which I would, the gentleman sitting at the back, please give me a patient hearing, because you will get something out of it. I came with 2 legs, and now I'm standing before you with 1 leg. How did it happen? May we exchange our hands together, may we walk together for the betterment of our nation. We definitely can do it, but it's not an overnight task. We celebrated 70th Republic Day yesterday, but ending with this #hope. Thank you.
I would now like to call upon Ms. Roma Singh, Associate Director, Office of External Affairs, Chitkara University, to please come on stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I feel so privileged to be in the same room and amongst so many achievers and eminent educationists. Thank you so much, Times Cyber Media, for this opportunity. And my topic for today is not the employment-based education system is a challenge in the long run, or considering the R&D requirement for the overall development in the country. First of all, I am Roma. I represent a university in Chandigarh called Chitkara University, which is being founded by 2 academicians and 2 teachers, Dr. Ashok Chitkara and Dr. Madhu Chitkara. So basically, we are a research-based organization, a research-based university. So I can talk about it, how important R&D is for the betterment of the students and to bridge the gap between industry and academia. We tend to hear this input from industry on and off that, there is a huge demand of certain technically trained student, or in this particular domain we need this many students. But we keep on, the basic reason and the fundamental is to have their foundation strong, and we are going to achieve it only through R&D in the long run. So with that, I would like to thank you so much, Times Cyber Media. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and great hearing you, ma'am. It's a big shoes to fill in to come here and speak to this audience after you. Thank you so much. Thanks a ton.
We would like to welcome some very special guests who have joined us now, and I would request Mr. Amit Thakur, the GM Times Cyber Media, to please welcome Mr. Chetan Sharma with a bouquet of flowers. He's a well-known Indian cricketer and an internationally known fast bowler. I would now request Ms. Pooja Thakur, Vice President, Times Cyber Media, to please welcome Mr. J.P. Agarwal with a bouquet of flowers as a token of our appreciation for his efforts to come to this event. would also request Amit to please welcome Mr. Sanjay Jha, the General Secretary of the Janata Dal United. I would request Ms. Pooja Thakur to please welcome Ms. Shruti Sharma. She is a well-known TV actress with a bouquet of flowers. We appreciate your presence at this I would request Amit to welcome Ms. Poonam Prakash, Assistant Commissioner VAT with the Delhi government. She is also the former Deputy Secretary of the Delhi Vidhan Sabha. Please put your hands together for Ms. Poonam Prakash. So let's begin the award ceremony, something that we all have been waiting for. To give away the awards, I would request Mr. Chetan Sharma and Mr. J.P. Agarwal to please come on stage. Thank you so much, sir. We will start giving away our awards. Let's start with the first category amongst the best preschool academic excellence in Ahmedabad. The winner is Saint Sai Preschool. Please put your hands together for Saint Sai Preschool. We would like to welcome on stage Mr. Kosha Jain, trustee. Moving on, in the category amongst the best language training institutes in Kanpur, the winner is Lingua Franca. Please welcome Ms. Pooja Pandey, founder and director of Lingua Franca, on stage to receive this award. In the category of the most promising civil services coaching institution in Gandhinagar, the winner is Kishwa Career Academy. Please put your hands together for Dr. Shehzad Kasi, Kishwa Career Academy. In the category Best Technical Institution in Bangalore, the winner is Al Khatib Polytechnic. We would welcome Mr. Musharraf Ahmed Khan, Chairman of Al Khatib Group of Educational Institutions, to please come on stage to receive his award. In the category of the most emerging clinical research institute in Mumbai, the winner is Clinomics Center for Clinical Research. We would like to request Dr. Priyadarsh, CEO and co-founder, and Ms. Jasmine P., the Director, Clinomics Center of Clinical Research, to please come forward to receive the award. In the category amongst the best preschools all-round development of the year 2018, Indore, please welcome Mrs. Sonia Haleja, the Director of Uran, the 7 Habit Foundation School, to please come forward and receive the award. In the category Most Promising International School of the Year 2018, Jammu, the winner is Scientia International School. We would request Mrs. Bharti Bharadwaj, the Principal of Scientia International School, to please come on stage to receive her award. In the category of Most Promising Preschool of the Year 2018, Guwahati, Assam, the winner is Sparsh. Please welcome Mrs. Manovi Deka, Principal and Proprietor of Sparsh, to come on stage to receive the award. In the category amongst the best private schools in Jammu, the winner is Kids Planet Public School. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage Mr. Rohit Gupta, the Chairman, and Mrs. Mona Gupta, Principal of Kids Planet Public School, to come on stage and receive the award. In the category Most Promising Coaching Institute for Competitive Exam, SSC and Railways in Thiruvananthapuram, The winner is Ignite SSC Academy. We would request Ms. Anisha KV Director, Mr. Vishnu K Director at Ignite SSC Academy to please come on stage to receive the award. In the category Best Private School in Jammu, the winner is Doon International School, Jammu. Please put your hand together for the winner and welcome Mr. Ghulam Nabi Tansre, the Chairman of Doon International School, Jammu, to receive the award. In the category amongst the best IELTS and Law Academy in Chandigarh, the winner is, we would like to welcome Ms. Sonal Khosla, Director of Study Mass Education Hub, to please come forward and receive the award. In the category Best Preschool in Pune, the winner is Angels Paradise Academy. We would like to request Yashashri More, the Director of Angels Paradise Academy, to please come on stage to receive the award. In the category Best Teacher for Computer Science Engineering in Bhimavaram, AP, the winner is Dr. G.P. Saradhi Verma. In the category amongst the Best Comprehensive Business Management School in Kerala 2018, the winner is Albedo School of Business Management. Please welcome on stage R. Sri Kumar, Managing Director, Albedo School of Business Management, to receive the award. In the category Best Private University Academic Excellence in Punjab, the winner is Chitkara University, Punjab. Please welcome on stage Roma Singh, Associate Director, Office of External Affairs, Chitkara University, Punjab, to receive the award.
Yes, ma'am. What do you expect by this program? Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank to the team of, or I can say to the enthusiastic team of Times Cyber Media for giving me this opportunity, and really I'm feeling privileged to be here.
मेरे लिए ये पहला मौका है. आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड एंड बहुत सुंदर तरीके से अवार्ड फंक्शन ऑर्गेनाइज किया जा रहा है. सो आई विल बी डेफिनेटली एनकरेज्ड बाय द एफर्ट पुट बाय टाइम्स साइबर मीडिया लिमिटेड एंड आई एम रियली लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू इट.
जो अवार्ड्स का प्लेटफॉर्म आप लोग कर रहे हैं, मुझे लगता है ये इंडिया में बहुत ज्यादा होना चाहिए, बिकॉज आज के टाइम में अवार्ड्स ही एक पैनल प्लेटफॉर्म है जिससे जितने भी लीडर्स हैं पूरे इंडिया में उनको मौका मिलता है अपनी लीडरशिप एक्टिव को दिखाने के लिए, आगे बढ़ने के लिए.